Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another vlog. So today we are out with the all new 2021 Triumph Trident, as you can see there. So this is going to be the first initial impression review, the first ride video of this bike. So a few specs on this bike, let's go through them now in the usual way. So here it is, the brand new 2021 Triumph Trident 660. So this is powered by a brand new 660cc inline triple, which Triumph has made just for this bike, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's have a quick walk around. So it is a liquid cooled and it's mated to a 6-speed wet slip and assist clutch, multi-disc with a fantastic under sump exhaust. Looks pretty good in keeping style with the bike. The seat height is around 805mm, so if you short rider, this bike will be perfect for you. It has got Nissan single disc caliper and single piston caliper at the back, and it has got Nissan twin block calipers and twin disc at the front. The front tyres are 120 front and a 180 section rear, and these are Michelin Pilot Sport thighs, which give this bike an amazing feel and grip. The rear of the bike looks pretty decent as well, quite happy to say that. The seat is firm, but it is comfortable. Pillion seat, you haven't got much room, I'm afraid, on that one, but you can take pillion on this. Not a massive fan of the rear number plate and indicator holder. Something needs to be done about that to bring it in line to make it a bit neater. But overall, I think the bike looks absolutely fantastic. It is a beginner bike, so it is aimed at new riders. It's got a non-adjustable clutch, but it has an adjustable brake lever with that fantastic looking single style. Reminds me a bit like Cyclops from Futurama. What's the name? Wheeler. Reminds me of Wheeler from Futurama. But it is a stunning looking bike though, I've got to admit. Love the little indicators there. Keep it fastened with the retro but modern style. Give it a nice modern touch. With the instrument cluster, you've got this nice single display. You've got absolutely everything you need. Got your fuel, got your rev counter, your speedo, gear position indicator and clock, which I think is pretty good. And it's also got the date as well. So on your left hand side you do have these buttons and it controls the options on there. So you can see you can connect your phone, you've got brightness of the screen, down. You've got the service interval is every 10,000 miles, and this gives you the month and the year when it should be due as well. So that's pretty cool, that I like that. You've also got gear position indicator as well, so you can tell what gear you're in, obviously see what temperature your engine running at, which I think is a really good little thing. But overall, it's a perfect mix of retro and modern all in one neat package. I think it's absolutely fantastic. You also got trip 1, trip 2 main menu, intercom, so you can have 2 riders connected. Triumph app where you can sort of get your sat nav on there as well. So what I think is best to do now is jump on and we'll go through some more specs of the bike in more detail and see what it's like to ride. So here we are on the 2021 Triumph Trident 660. Just waiting to pull out on this side street here and we'll get talking about it. So like I say, this bike is all new for 2021 Ford Triumph. Whole new brand new engine, keeping in line with the triple, which I think is a great idea. So say, in slow moving traffic I think it's a really smooth bike. Feels really nice, feels smooth. So, slow moving traffic is pretty good. The clutch lever is quite springy, but it just feels quite light at the same time, if that makes any sense. But the gear selector when you put into gear does feel really smooth. You get a nice firm click to let you know that you're going into gear. You also have the really clear gear position indicator as well anyway, so you have that there as well. But yeah, overall, so far so good. So the throttle is lovely and smooth. Got a great feel there. Nice and smooth. It's not snatchy, that I can feel. Quite very responsive. So this has two modes from standard. You get road and rain. At the moment I'm in road, but we'll see what we're like in rain later on when I switch into rain. The front brakes are Nissan twin pistons caliper. You got twin Nissan twin piston calipers at the front and a single Nissan piston caliper at the rear, but they do an excellent job of slowing this bike down. Wet weight is 189 kilos, so it's a really nice light bike for the beginner rider. You've got two modes, like I said, you've got road and rain, which are interchangeable down here on the left hand side. The switch gear is a bit close together, which you've got big knobbly gloves on like these, can become a bit cumbersome if you're new to it. But I'm sure once you get used to it, you'll be absolutely fine and you'll be footing your way through and absolutely fine there. The seat is 805mm, quite firm, but it's comfortable at the same time. Like I say, it is 805mm, so it is okay for shorter riders. I'm a shorter rider myself, and I have no issues getting my feet down. I am on the balls with my feet, but I still feel quite comfortable, especially at low speeds, when I'm slow manoeuvring, so that's good. Yes, like I say, the wing mirrors are not the best looking. They do the job, but I think keeping in this bike's retro look, I think bar mirrors would suit this bike a lot better. But overall, it's a fantastic bike. You've got full LEDs front and back, including indicators, so you get plenty of visibility at night. Haven't tried it, but I've used LEDs in the past on bikes, and at the night time they do provide a great visibility. It's got this sort of Cyclops look, with it being a single sort of headlight. Reminds me of Leela from Futurama, as I mentioned earlier. But overall, it's a fantastic little bike. You've got the master cylinder is a Trident, which does the job absolutely fine. By the way, I'm no expert, I'm no professional rider. I'm giving you my honest opinion, what I think on this bike. It's got 80 brake horsepower at roughly around 10,000 RPM. And it's got 68 Newton meters of torque at roughly around 6,250. The suspension is shower front and back, non-adjustable at the front, preload adjustable at the back, going over speed bumps, nice and comfy, not jarring, soaks them up lovely, but gives a good positive feel when you're going through corners. Like I say, slow moving traffic, the bike is absolutely fine, 20 miles an hour in third gear, and it's not trying to surge or look for fuel. It's lovely and smooth. So now it's starting to spit. Let's put this bike into rain mode. So road, rain, come off the throttle, press OK, back on the throttle, and you're now in rain mode. Instantly, the throttle is a lot smoother. It's not as snatchy as road mode, which is good, because obviously when the road is wet, you don't want it to have a snatchy throttle, otherwise you may have a low side. But overall, it doesn't affect the brakes. It hasn't got any fancy 6-axis IMU, so it hasn't got re-sensitive ABS or anything like that. You've got your box on ABS, which was absolutely fine. This bike retails in at roughly around £7,500 for the base model. Obviously with options that will increase, but I think we've got that spot on there. With the price range, it fits in nicely with the Aprilia RS 660 and the other MT-07, which is about £7,000-8,000 is the MT-07. So it fits nicely in with the market that it's aimed at. The dashboard is LCD. which gives a clear view of what you're looking at. So you've got speedo in the bottom left, bottom right, you've got fuel just above it, and then you've got your rev counter above that. Then you have the gear position indicator just below it with the time. Overall, I think it's an actual cracking little bike. Plenty of power throughout the range, and it's got a lovely triple soundtrack as well. So see, I can't really do it because I've got wagon in front of me. But yeah, so give it a quick whip in fourth. Sounds lovely for a triple, and that standing exhaust as well, it sounds pretty good. Obviously we'll have to match it, it'll sound even better. Let's hope the company brings one out soon, and hopefully it'll sound even better than this. Well, you've got to sound better than this. Pretty, like I say, for a beginner bike, I think it's absolutely perfect for it. Comfortable, easy to move at slow speeds, so if you're just flicking it around, that kind of there, that there isn't attaching any sort of handling or anything like that. Just easy to flick about with your hands at low speed, so just to show that when you're actually moving, it's a very light bike. You get lovely feel as well from the seat. You get plenty of feedback from the tyres. These tyres are Michelin Raw Power 5s, so give plenty of grip, which is a perfect combination for this bike. Overall, so my review is that's it. It's an initial impressions video of riding this. I've had it for about an hour and a half. Gearbox is lovely and smooth. Wimbers, although not the best looking, do a great job at being visible so you can see what's behind you. Get a bit of elbow in them, but they feel good nonetheless. Seat, comfortable but firm. You can definitely go torn on it. Pillion, not a lot of room on pillion, I will be honest with you. But still, you can go pillion on it, even though there's not going to be as much space. Suspension, decent for what it, like I say, for a beginner bike, it's absolutely decent for what it is. Pickup in rain mode is pretty good. Like I say, it hasn't got any sort of fancy modes. It is a basic bike. And like I say, it is brand new. I think Triumph has done an absolutely fantastic job of it. Obviously, there's a few things that would change, but that's my personal opinion. You may like these mirrors, and they might do absolutely fine for you, which they're good, like I say, for a standard mirror, they do the job perfectly, although keeping in with the look of the bike would better with bar end mirrors. Brakes are obviously pretty decent, as I mentioned earlier. There's not much more I can go through, because actually it's a pretty basic bike to say the least. So there's not much more I can say really about this bike. I mean, but yeah, so that's my initial impressions. Great for a beginner bike, reasonably priced, comfortable, plenty of power for the road. So if you do like this video, please like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated because YouTube algorithm loves the interaction that you guys give. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later.